Lux your way with the Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. There's the classic $5 box, the indulgent $7 box, and a whole new obsession in the $9 box, the Flamin' Hot Grilled Cheese Burrito. Try the Lux Cravings boxes at Taco Bell today.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
As sports fans, we may cheer for different teams, but there's one thing that we can all agree on. We want the game to be big. And with 3 levels, 30 cabanas, a 143-foot screen, 6 clean pools, and endless cold drinks, it doesn't get any bigger or any better than Stadium Swim in Las Vegas. All sports, all seasons. It's more than a pool deck. Stadium Swim. It's the only thing like it in the world.
Check out the all-new Blue and Orange store at the Boise State Hall of Fame. The Blue and Orange store has your best game day gear. We're talking jerseys, hats, bumper stickers, car flags, more than 4,000 hats on the hat wall. If you want the best Boise State gear, make sure you check out the Blue and Orange store online at theblueandorangestore.com or the all-new Blue and Orange store down at the Boise State Allen Noble Hall of Fame.
How's your day going?
Going good. Thank you. Yes.
When I want Boise State to win, I trust Coach Rice to lead the Broncos to victory.
And when I want the best painting and garage floor coating, I trust rowpaint.com to get that job done right.
Really, guys?
What? Jackson's always has those game ready.
Let's go!
Hey Bronco Nation, this is Boise State football wide receiver Ben Ford. I've had to face some setbacks on the field this past season, but toughness isn't about staying down. It's about getting back up. I am proud to represent Lithia Ford of Boise, where you can find the largest selection of Ford trucks that are built tough and, like me, handle the hits and keep pushing forward. Come check out the incredible inventory and competitive pricing at Lithia Ford of Boise. And when you buy here, you're not just getting a truck, you're supporting Boise State athletics and Lithia Ford NIL partnerships. Come see us at Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho.
It's time for the Jacksons Postgame Show on Bronco Nation News. We're breaking down the game with highlights, interviews, analysis, and most importantly, you. Give your thoughts on the game in the ICCU YouTube chat. Or leave us a message on the Signature Roofing voice box at speakpipe.com/BNN. The BNN Postgame Show is presented by Jacksons, where you can get a 99-cent 16-ounce coffee or refill with Let's Go Rewards. Need snacks or a cold drink? Visit one of the 300 Jacksons locations today. BNN broadcasts come from the Sun Cruiser Studios. Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, made with real iced tea and real vodka. It's refreshingly smooth and easy to drink. Crack open a Sun Cruiser and let the good times cruise. Bronco Nation News is presented by our title sponsor, Lithia Ford of Boise, and our major sponsors, Taco Bell, Idaho Central Credit Union, RoadPaint.com, and the Blue and Orange Store. At Lithia Ford of Boise, we're proud to stand with Boise State athletics. Through our NIL marketing partnerships, we're investing in the future of student athletes. Lithia Ford of Boise, here to get you there, wherever that may be. Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho. Now, let's go courtside to the Sun Cruiser Studios and join BJ Rains for the Jacksons Postgame Show on Bronco Nation News.
Final seconds ticking off the clock. Boise State, yes, they did it. 5 wins in a row. Another 20-win season for Leon Rice. And the Broncos are the hottest team heading into the Mountain West Tournament with a 78-67 road win here at Moby Arena in Fort Collins. I would say how you doing, but I know you guys are doing well. I got Drew Fielder live with me to kick off the post-game show here. Drew, man, that was a fun one. 5 wins in a row, heading into the conference tournament, on a hot streak here. Tough place to play, a nice road win. Congrats, man.
Thank you very much. Felt good.
What was the big key tonight?
Just limit the threes. I think they've been shooting the piss out the ball, and they're a lot faster at home. So we're just trying to get back, limit their threes, and obviously we got to crush them on the boards. We've been doing that well, so feels great. I love our momentum going in the tournament. We got to keep it going.
You mentioned the boards, man. Yet again, dominating on the boards. Let's see the final numbers: 37-21 on the glass. You have a advantage again in the second chance points. I'm trying to see where it's at. 19-7, but it was like 19-3 at one point. I mean, I know you guys have been doing it all year, but to do it against San Diego State, to do it here, to be playing your best basketball on the boards and just dominating right now, how much easier does that make it to win games, I guess, when you're controlling the glass?
Definitely makes it a lot easier. Definitely makes their runs a lot more forgiving when they got to make shots and you got to run good offense and not just get old ball or run all right offense and then be able to get the rebound. So I love that for us. I love that we've been playing like grown men and we have to keep this going.
Now Sky says, how'd the dunk feel on Jorgensen? He didn't even try to jump or block it. He just kind of jogged away.
That felt good. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a couple games since I got a run and dunk like that, so that felt good.
For you, again, you had the 33 points the other day, but today to follow that up with 23, and just how confident are you in all assets of your game right now? Because it feels like whenever you want to get a shot, you can find a way to get one, and you're not forcing shots. You're going within the offense, but it certainly seems like you're playing at all levels of the court with a lot of confidence offensively.
Yeah, man. I mean, my teammates, our coaches, our fans, man, they have done nothing but breathe confidence into me. And man, I really want to keep winning. I really want to finish this year strong. And I love the way we're playing. I love the way my teammates are playing. I love the way our coaches have grown to get to know us. And we're playing good basketball. I want to keep it going.
How does this feel? I mean, 5 in a row. I mean, if you guys, I don't know how you could have drawn it up any better here, but you're going to be the hottest team on the longest winning streak going into the conference tournament. I mean, nobody's going to want to play you guys.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, we kind of took it personal. People have been questioning our lock-in, questioning, if we're halfway in, halfway out. But no, we're locked in. We want to finish. And, man, I love our momentum.
So Utah State does beat New Mexico. That means you guys are going to be the number 6 seed, I believe it is, in the conference tournament. You're going to get San Jose State in the first game. And then you're on the same side of the bracket, with New Mexico, San Diego State, who you went 3-1 against. I mean, I know you're focused on San Jose, but the way you guys are playing right now, you probably don't really care who's in front of you here.
Nope, we don't. We love the position that we're in. Obviously, you always want to be, number 1, but, hey, we're ready to go. We're ready to keep it going.
What did change, man, during this 5-game winning streak? And you guys had that tough one at Utah State on the road. And just to flip the switch like that, and you said there was some outside noise and all that, to just win 5 in a row like this and be rolling. I mean, what does it say about this team, and how'd you do it?
Man, we've been so relentless. I don't think we've really changed up what we're doing that much, though. We've been practicing hard as we can. We've been preparing as best as we can. I'm just glad that we've been able to follow through, and we've been able to, play like grown men, like I said, play more mature, be poised, and understand that it's a long game. So I love it, and man, we're just gonna keep doing what we've been doing.
Well, you got all the fans fired up here in the chat, man. So congratulations on the win. Safe trip back to Boise, and we'll see you in Las Vegas for the conference tournament, man.
Hey, sounds good. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it, man. Drew Fielder, thanks him for coming
on.
Guys. Appreciate everybody. We got more guests to come. I think I saw your point guard around here somewhere as well. Dylan Andrews is going to join us in just a second. Again, final score 78-67. Boise State takes down Colorado State. the Broncos, the number 6 seed in the conference standings. They are not the 5 seed. They're going to be the 6 seed. That's the way it's going to fall out. I know this man's ready to see some happy Bronco fans in the chat here. Folks are fired up. They were when I said you were walking over, they were all getting excited here.
What up, Bronco Nation? Come on, man. Come on, man.
How's it feel, man? 5 in a row, the hottest team in the conference heading down to Vegas.
I mean, it feels great. It feels great, ending the regular season on the W. 5 in a row, man. I didn't even know it was 5 in a row. We see it as just 1-0. Just every game, just 1-0. Erase the last game, and we on to the next.
Man, what can you say about the rebounding again? I know you guys have done this all season, but second straight game where it wasn't even close tonight, 37-21. And you got guys like Drew and Dom, battling down low down there. I think you even contributed. Yeah,
I got four
rebounds. I got to point that out. Yeah, four yourself there. But 19 second chance points again. I mean, just what can you say about the toughness of this team on the road to win the battle of the boards like that?
I mean, at the end of the day, we had a chip coming in on our shoulder for this game because no one thought we were going to win this game. And so just coming in and, I pretty much every game, I mean, what Coach Leon Rice preaches all the time. Like, we want to be relentless rebounders. And so I feel like if we could limit, a team's second chance points, that gives us a big edge.
What else? I mean, I know you said you saw some film of this place and it gets kind of loud and they have that kind of annoying announcer that just kind of yells every time they make a bucket and stuff. Yeah. But I mean, you're up 13 and it was just like, really, do you really need to be going like that? But this has all been new to you coming to some of these arenas and things like this. I mean, what was it like today? Just another road environment. You already had the Fresno State win last weekend, but to finish the regular season with a win and have the next 3 days and roll into this tournament with a win. Yeah, I know you said it's 1, not 5 for you, but the 1 is still a pretty big deal. I mean, confidence-wise, what's a win like this do for you guys going in next week?
I mean, like I said earlier, we're on the uprising, I feel like. And I feel like, our season wasn't what we wanted it, of course, to be. But at the end of the day, you don't want to be your best in January. You don't want to be your best in December. You want to be your best in March. And I feel like, remember we talked about it earlier, I feel like we're peaking just at the right time.
And you wanted to win a game, win this tournament and then win a game in March, and that's all still right in front of you, man. Well, what did change? I asked Drew, but I mean, when you guys lost that game at Utah State, there's all kinds of outside noise, everything else. Does the team checked out? I mean, it was not pretty down there in Logan. You're not going to sugarcoat that, but to win 5 in a row like you have and haven't lost now in 2 weeks, and even going back to the UNLV game in January where you guys blew that big lead and lost in overtime, I think you're now 11-3, 3 losses in the last 2 months, basically. What's been the big difference with this team, man?
Just having that chip on our shoulder, just knowing that, adversity is going to hit and, we're going to go through a storm. But at the end of the day, man, a storm never lasts forever. And I feel like, the vets, especially me, JB, Drew, have just been preaching that to guys, just making sure that we're going to what's the word I'm looking for? Just be ready for the next game and be ready for the next moment. Because at the end of the day, man, we got conference playoffs coming up, and we got to win 4 in a row.
I showed this clip when you guys were walking off the court after the – tell me about what was kind of going on here with you and Drew with your arm around each other, and Javen came over here as well, man. Is it kind of what you're talking about?
Pretty much we really were just saying, man, like, you see this feeling right here? This is the feeling we want to have after we win 4 in a row. And so we're talking right now, and if you see it, me and Drew are just talking about, man, look, this one, look, we got to get 4 more. We got to get 4.
Well, final thing for you, man. Just you're going to get a day of rest maybe, but just any thoughts to all the fans? Everybody fired up for this one, man?
Man, come on, fans. We need y'all. Bronco Nation. We need y'all to show up in Vegas. That's the main thing. Also, man, don't count us out. I promise you I'm going to die on that court. We got to get 4 in a row, and I promise you I'm going to make sure that happens.
Well, if you can make it 5, man, you can make some history here if you can get 5 more wins with this program.
Because the 5th one would be the dance at the dance, right?
The first win ever in the dance, yeah.
Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, man, safe travels back. We'll see you in Boise, man. Your point guard, another big game for
let's go, Bronco Nation.
Dylan Andrews. We appreciate him for joining us, and thanks a lot, man. Coach Leon Rice is going to join us here. I'm going to he had his sweat on his I'm going to try to clean it off for you here, Coach. Yeah, sorry about that, but you got fired up chat here, Coach. 20 wins yet again. Here we are, 20-win season, 13th in 16 years for you, and they all happen different ways, different paths to get there, but to win 5 in a row to get to 20, how proud are you right now?
Oh, and, I think all the prognosticators and people like you, probably didn't give us a chance in this one, and
that's not true.
I mean, because on paper you're looking at it going, oh my gosh, they're playing good, and they hadn't lost forever, and they were just clicking. And if you just let them play to their own strengths and their devices, you can't. You got to stop them somehow, some way, and we stopped them just enough. And I thought our guys had a great approach to this game because, February games are really hard to win. March games are super hard to win, and we've got a team that's that's really buying in, and a team that I thought our bench really got us that game, because you can't come in here and expect all your guys that have played a lot of minutes. Dylan got 30, Drew got 28.
Well, Javen goes down 15 seconds into the game.
Yeah, that was a tough one. And, he's a little banged up. But, everybody's banged up this time of year. And so if we didn't have a bench and if they didn't do the things they do, right away, Spence got a nice putback.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought AG guarded the ball and, made them work and, gave DA some great minutes. And the bench really got us through and got us where we, then when we pulled away from them, our guys were a little fresher.
Well, I know everyone says defense travels, rebounding travels, but once again, Coach, on the glass, and I know that's a staple of your program, but in this atmosphere on their senior night, to control the glass the way you did yet again, I know they got a couple late second chance points, but it was like 19-3 for most of the second half there, and to control them, I think 37-21. Second straight game where you have a almost 20 margin on the glass. What can you say about the effort down low?
And absolutely, it's a non-negotiable for our program, and it's spread throughout all these guys, because the guys that are coming in see how valuable it is and see how it's winning us games. And so it's just pass the baton to the next guy. He comes in and does his job. And, it's been a difference in a lot of these games, and gave us so many second chance points. And then we did a nice job of the free throw line, managing when they heated up the pressure, and, kind of finished the game at the free throw line there. I thought we did a great job defending the three tonight, because they've been just on fire. You look at their numbers, you're like, man, does anyone ever miss a three on this team? And like I said at the start, is that if we were going to just let them shoot them, they were going to make them all. That's the kind of team they are. And so we had to battle them every possession, and our guys did an amazing job of that.
The defense the last 5 games, Coach, seems like it's kind of turned the corner a little bit here. You mentioned it earlier, but you can't win if you don't have a defense, and it doesn't matter how many points you can score. How encouraged are you going in next week with what you're seeing defensively?
Well, you weren't going to win this game if you didn't come and stop them, because you saw what they've been doing and why why they've won so many in a row. And they haven't lost for so long. They're so hot, one of the hottest teams in the country. And we just knew we would have our hands full, and I love the way our guys approached it.
How'd you get here, Coach? 20 wins, 5 in a row, and going in as the hottest team in the conference. And there's been a lot of outside noise, a lot of ups and downs this season with this team, different points where it looked like, maybe it just wasn't going to happen this year. And for you to be here again, 20-11 now, and you do lock up the number 6 seed in the conference tournament going in next week. How'd you do it, especially the 11-3 streak, I think it is here, since you started, 1-4 or 1-5?
Well, a big part of it is you can't overreact to all the situations in the top. Think about it. We've won 11 out of the last 14 or something.
Yep.
And 2 of the ones we lost were in overtime that we, credit the team we played. They were shot makers.
No doubt.
But we were in positions that we didn't have to give those away. And so you don't overreact to it. And that sometimes is basketball, and we just kind of kept sawing wood and kept trying to come together. And I got high character guys, and that's what it's about. And, and I knew, that's what I talked about weeks ago. I don't remember when, but I just said, because, when sometimes if you're losing, you might have a broken team. You might have problems. It did not equal that with these guys. It did not equal bad character. It did not equal that we weren't working hard enough. But we had to solve some things that we weren't good enough at, and that, that we weren't maybe using a guy right with each, when we're out there playing, like we got to understand each other's strengths.
Yeah.
And we talked about Dylan's journey. He missed fall. He missed all the time where guy gets to work all that out. And so I think there was a little bit of a delay in his development in our program, not to his fault, but because he was out, and you just got to be out there playing with these guys. So the credit to our guys, and we want to keep playing. We want to keep working. We want to get better at our next practice. And that's what it's going to take. We're going to have to get a lot better and keep getting better to make our goals and the things that are in front of us that we want to accomplish and make them happen.
And you mentioned Drew. I mean, 23 again from Drew, 19 from Dylan. I mean, your big guys are stepping up here at the right time.
Yeah, your dogs got to be dogs.
Yep.
And they hunted. And that's what we're getting an understanding of, in these situations is what works. In these situations, because the more, you can work on that in practice, you can simulate, but you got to have the game experience with the group, and that's what these guys have done. And credit to Colorado State, they're kind of the same. Their coach and I were talking, and our journey for both of us kind of mirrored each other. And that the hard part too is that we were talking about is there was no balance to the schedule this year, and 1 through 8 was 2 game difference almost, or 2 through 8 definitely was 1 or 2 games. And so, you just got to kind of throw out who finished what and where. And now we're in a tournament. Now who can play the best going forward.
Yep, and hopefully everybody gets some rest. It's some late games, unfortunately, as the 6th seed coach. But at least
I haven't even looked at that.
I don't think you care.
What time is
it's the last game every day.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
You get all kinds of prep all day too. I'm sure you love how that goes. But, but appreciate it. Safe travels back, Coach, and 20 wins. It's
thanks, BJ.
Pretty impressive, and glad we're here to see it. And we'll see you in Vegas in a couple days.
All right, thanks so much,
Leon Rice. Appreciate him for joining us here on the post-game show. 13 21 seasons in 16 years for Coach Leon Rice, and it took a 5-game winning streak to end the regular season to do it. And the Broncos get it done in impressive fashion today, an 11-point road win. And, I know this isn't maybe the most daunting road environment of all time, but certainly to come in here and have it be a loud crowd and for them to come in and play well. And it's a really nice win. It's a really nice win. Excuse me, got a little bit of a cough. Got over the cold for the most part, but still coughing a little bit. But looks like now, Skip, you don't have the Wednesday time on here. They got to play Wednesday, I think, at 8:30 also. 8:30, 8:39, I think, is the timing for the 3 days. So not ideal from the timing of that standpoint. But you want to talk about a path. Boise State's going to get San Jose in the first game, and then they're going to get a New Mexico team in the second game that they just swept. You're playing a New Mexico team in the quarterfinals that you swept when you're the underdog in the 3-6 game. You're the 6th seed and you beat them twice. And then certainly in the semifinals, you'd get San Diego State, who you just beat and should have beat the other time as well. So nothing is going to be easy, no doubt at all. But if you're Boise State, and you could pick a path here in the conference tournament, you certainly would pick the path that Boise State got over what they could have got. You lose this game, you're looking at having to play Utah State in the quarterfinals, Grand Canyon in the quarterfinals, maybe Utah State in the semis, vice versa. I mean, we got fans up here taking pictures with Coach Rice, but it was just a massive win for a lot of reasons for Boise State, and super impressive. Impressive road win, 5 in a row, and there's a lot of comments I'm going to have to go back and look at. This would change things if Nevada loses to Air Force, but they're like 25-point favorites, so I don't expect that to happen. But I guess technically, yes, if Nevada loses, Boise State would get the 5 seed. You'd get the easier first game, but you'd have to play Grand Canyon in the quarterfinals. You certainly wouldn't want that. So what a win. Wow. let's thank some sponsors. Let's get to some of your comments here. I'm sure there's a lot of great comments. I'm not sure if there's any haters in the chat tonight. I don't know if the APs of the world and the Paulie Pepperonis. Paulie was speaking a lot yesterday, and I'm not shocked to hear that he's probably not in the chat today. It's funny how that stuff kind of works. That the haters are ready to jump in the chat as soon as they lose, but Boise State finds a way to win the game, and some of these guys just go silent for a while. So kind of funny how that works out. But our title sponsor is Lithia Ford of Boise, lithiafordboise.com. We appreciate them for their support of Bronco Nation News. Jim Sturk and Company, Lithia Ford of Boise. And we appreciate Jim Sturk, Lithia Ford of Boise, our title sponsor here on BNN. If you are looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, Lithia Ford of Boise is who you need to reach out to. Sun Cruiser, perfect time for a Sun Cruiser. I'm going to try to get back to the airport and have a Sun Cruiser or something at the airport if we have time here, because that was just an impressive win for Boise State. It's been a long day, flying from Boise this morning and flying back to Boise tonight, and Southwest flight this evening. So, but man, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying some Sun Cruisers, whether it's the iced tea vodkas, the lemonade vodkas, low calorie, low carb. I'm not even a huge iced tea guy, but I love these Sun Cruisers. They're so good. So we'll be having them in Vegas next week at the conference tournament. Reach out if you're heading down there, and first one's on me. Idaho Central Credit Union, ICCU.com. Idaho Central Credit Union, ICCU.com. There's a branch pretty much on every corner, but the easiest is that mobile e-branch online banking right there in your smartphone. Idaho Central Credit Union online, ICCU.com. Make the switch today, and we'll be following the women's game as well in the, I think it's about halftime or so in the Mountain West tournament. First game for the women is going on right now, so somebody can throw a score in there, and we'll be checking on that. But the late fouls by Colorado State does allow Boise State to get the 75 cents because they got 75 points. So you do get your 75-cent fountain drink from Jacksons on Monday. That'll be on Monday at Jacksons. You can get your 75-cent fountain drink since the Broncos got over 75 points in this one. It was barely, took some fouls there at the end, but they got across 75. That means you get 75-cent fountain drink using your Let's Go rewards from our friends at Jacksons. And I do want to thank Taco Bell, TacoBellWorks.com, whether it's the crispy chicken cantina taco, whether it's the crispy chicken strips, whether it's the breakfast quesadillas, so many great options at Taco Bell. And we appreciate Treasure Valley Taco Bell locations, the SOM Management Group, and the Nicolason family for their support of Bronco Nation News. Looking for dinner tonight. My kid's got a baseball game. I'm going to be following that on my phone here, but you may be, seeing me peek at my phone. My son's first opening day baseball game is starting, but I know they'll be heading to Taco Bell post game after that one. Hopefully a win to get some Taco Bell on the Eagle Road location. There is the one that the Raines family loves. But Abe Jackson still to come. We're going to get Abe Jackson's take on this one tonight. So many different comments. Let's see here. The reason I deleted it was two, Paulie, and I deleted them both, and I saved them, and I'm going to post them back today. Don't worry. It was two, and I thought, you know what, I'll just wait one more win. It doesn't really do much for you if they only have the four. But now that they have one, Paulie, don't worry. I got plenty more bookmarked as well. I'd be happy to post them for you. So, but happy you're in the chat, man. Happy you're in the chat. Good to see you're doing okay after the win here for Boise State. But double-digit win again. Crash, who on the pregame show predicted them to lose, says, "Boy, was I wrong." Statement win. Let's see. I'm sure Javen's family enjoyed hearing Javon. I didn't hear that. I'll have to go back. I heard there were some issues with the Mountain West app. Is that the case? Sounds like there was. We got, let's see here. Great win, bad officiating, terrible coverage. So assume you don't mean our coverage. So assume you mean the Mountain West Network. They actually gave us the option. I was going to stream the game today, but the internet was so bad, and it was so bad I couldn't pull it off, so I didn't tell any of you. But there's a chance, fingers crossed, we might get the first round of the conference tournament. I'll let you guys know about that Monday or Tuesday. Peanut played good D in the first half. That was refreshing to see. Tyree, my prediction was close, 76-67. Yeah, you weren't off on that, actually. Not bad. Not bad at all. Controlled it from start to finish. Would have been a bigger margin with better officiating, but what a game. It's funny because Colorado State fans were complaining the whole time about the officiating on their end. Why was it so difficult to pan to show the free throws? Again, I didn't see that, so not sure what all you're talking about. But, yes, I am. 75-cent fountain drink. Although Monday I'm heading down to Vegas for the conference tournament, so we'll have to see. I may I'll have to try to get one in the morning maybe. Broadcast was terrible. Didn't know Carson Piermichael played for us. At least he corrected it at one point. Peaking at the right time. Meltdown. You love to see it. Fielder and DA cooked. Yep. Told you a month ago we were unstoppable. Yeah. How many times did they show the basket and they were shooting a free throw? See you in Vegas, boys. Manhandled them on the boards. Yeah, they really did. Yet again, manhandle them on the boards. 37-21 advantage. We'll get Abe's thoughts on that here in a minute. But proud of this team. What else we got? 5 in a row. Keep it going. 6 seed. Yep, final in Logan. 6 seed it is. Yep, it'll be the 6 seed. I guess, as we said, unless you were to have Nevada somehow lose to Air Force.
I don't know if I see that one happening.
I don't think so. I don't think that's probably going to happen. But Abe, man, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Dominating performance, and especially at that 3-point line. I'm sure you've touched on it, but I know Colorado State ended at 30% from 3, which is still 10% under where they usually are for a game.
Yeah.
But they were hanging around in the low 20% for the majority of that game, and there hardly anything open, everything challenged. And then when they would miss, the Broncos would just gobble up those boards. And I think just a great performance on the road. You talk about who can impose their style of play on the other team, and Broncos completely imposed their defense on the offense of Colorado State and took them out of everything they wanted to do.
And I didn't get a chance to talk to Leon about this or any of the players. I kind of forgot, but I really thought a turning point in the game was the final 2:17 of the first half. Boise State only had a 1-point lead. They end the half on a 7-0 run in the final 2:17, I think it was, and they go up, it was a back and forth kind of game, and all of a sudden you look up at halftime, Boise State's jogging back to the locker room with an 8-point lead. I thought that was big.
Yeah, that was huge. Yeah, it really was. I think it was 2 minutes and 55 seconds that Colorado State didn't score to end that first half. So great job taking some momentum in, and then they came out at halftime and really threw the first punch as well, and just a great game. I think they said, you know what, if Colorado State's going to beat us, they're going to beat us by doing something that is maybe the second thing that they're best at, and that's making twos. They're really good at making threes, so you're going to have a great night at doing something that you're not that great at, and the Broncos came out with a win.
And the rebounding, I mean, I've been talking about that all show, but that just, yet again, just a dominating performance on the boards.
It was. If you can hold people to hardly any second chance points, I mean, single digits for second chance points, 7 for Colorado State, 19 for the Broncos. If you can limit the second chance points, and not just second chance points, but second opportunities, because if you give yourself a bunch of multiple opportunities, you don't have to shoot a great percentage because you just have this bulk of shots. And so if you can limit that from your opponent too, I mean, that's big. I mean, the Broncos are playing as well as they have played all year long, offensively and defensively. We talked to Dylan Andrews about it too when on the radio show, and he said, I really think that people are starting to get like the entire what is expected of them in their entire process about what the coaches want, and maybe it's a little bit later than some of what the fans want to see, but I mean, would you rather have them playing their best games right now in March, or when they were in Hawaii, in Maui, a couple months ago?
Yeah, I mean, the turnaround, they were 1-5 in the league. They had lost 4 in a row. We're doing that post game at the up in the high bowels of the UNLV, area up there, and it's just like, man, like this is just hasn't gone the way anybody thought. And now you fast forward, and I think they're 11-3 since then. They're the best record in the conference. They're the hottest team in the conference. I mean, I know Leon Rice has done a lot of good coaching jobs, has been the coach of the year. He won't win coach of the year this year, but when you think about just gelling this team together and where they were at 1-5 and the ups and downs of this season, even losing the Utah State game on the road and how ugly that looked in the second half, Abe, and to find a way, and I know schedule is part of it. You're playing San Jose, you're playing Fresno, you're playing Wyoming, some of these teams, but to go on a 5-game winning streak after what we saw in that, especially the second half, where at times it was just kind of, I don't want to say they gave up, but it just was a little lifeless there in the second half in Logan. For them to win 5 in a row, to get to 20 wins again, to be 11-3, the hottest team going into the conference tournament, I mean, it really is remarkable.
Yeah, the way that this conference season started, you couldn't ask for anything better. I mean, this is about as good as it gets right now for this Bronco team and the way that they're playing. So, you're going to be a 6 seed, and I think from what Bob was showing me over there and how he kind of calculated it, The next game, if you beat San Jose, would be New Mexico. New Mexico is going to be the 3, and then if you win that, you might see San Diego State. So you have the 2 teams that swept you are going to be on the opposite side of the bracket of you in Grand Canyon and Utah State. You really couldn't have drawn it up better for the Broncos.
No, not. I mean, you literally couldn't have, because if we mentioned the pregame, maybe you lose this game, all of a sudden you're having to play Utah State in the quarterfinals, and if you beat them, huge upset. You get to play a Grand Canyon team that's beaten you double digits both times. I mean, if you would have told Leon Rice, how do you want to set up the bracket, given your record, given everything else, I don't know how much different he would have picked.
I think this might be exactly what he would have.
Maybe earlier game times.
Said.
Maybe earlier. Maybe
the 8:30 back-to-backs if you win is pretty late. But
and then 9 for the semifinals on Friday.
In terms of who you're playing, though, it couldn't have shaken out better.
Anything else that stand out to you from this one, Abe? I mean, I obviously Fielder, again, is just becoming this unstoppable force for this team. And the different all levels of the scoring that he can do, it just seems like he's just so confident offensively right now, he really just can't be stopped.
Well, the shot that really showed me that he's becoming just a huge offensive threat is when Colorado State, I think they were in zone twice, and then it was the second time down, and he caught the ball at the free throw line, turned and faced, looked off a couple defenders, maybe a ball fake, and then just hit a little mid-range jumper. I mean, as a 6'10" big guy, if you're able to do that at the free throw line and have confidence in that type of jumper, you're going to be a huge threat, and you can affect the game and affect the other team's defense so many different ways, because you can shoot the 3. We've shown that he can drive from the 3-point line back to the basket, and now a little 13 or 15-foot jumper. He's tough to stop.
20 of 25, 80% again from the foul line, only 6 assists. That worried at all? I mean, I thought the ball movement was pretty good. I'm a little surprised to only see it say 6 assists. Maybe that was the hometown scorers or whatever. I don't know. But, I mean, I didn't think the ball movement was bad, but did have 11 turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with those turnovers. 11 turnovers, I think that's a nice medium of, being aggressive and maybe taking some chances that are there, but still being solid with the ball. So I think overall, I think they played a great game. I mean, the percentages are a little high for Colorado State, but I think they made like 7 out of their last 9 shots or something like that toward the end of the game. But the Broncos just kept them at bay and have a nice double-digit win.
And, I mean, your big money guys, I mean, Fielder and Andrews, guys that you paid, the two highest paid players on the team, NIL money, your 2 big-ticket transfers, the guys that before the season, you kind of put your hopes in the season in both these guys panning out. Both these guys are now playing at that level that you gave them the money and you brought them in and you signed them. And if you can get these versions right now, 19 points from Anders, 23 from Fielder, consistently next week, I mean, this team's going to be hard to beat.
It is. If you can get over 40 points from both those 2 guys, and then other guys chip in with 11 and 7 and 9, it's going to be tough. But like you said, they are the guys that all the hype was around, that all the money was around coming into this. And so now it's tournament time. Now it's a time where, the Broncos are going to have to put something together 1 extra day than they usually have in the past.
Yeah, they'll play on Wednesday night. Will be that first game, Abe. Any final thoughts, man? 20-win season, 13 out of 16 now for Leon. And it was a weird path to get here. Not a lot of people saw this coming, 20 wins. But here we are yet again. And, I mean, it's hard. I know you can't get past the Hawaii Pacific game. There's some losses in there, and I mean the record is what it is. You're a 6th place team in your conference. I mean, we're not trying to print the T-shirts or anything, but given where this season was on the brink in the middle of the season, to be here and to have everybody as fired up as they are in the in the chat, I thought it's just it's pretty remarkable.
We've seen momentum win the conference tournament for 2 teams. And Colorado State last year, they won the 7 games in a row coming into the Mountain West tournament. We're the hottest team in the league. They ended up winning the tournament. A couple years before that, you had Jalen House for New Mexico. They had to play 4 games in 4 days, and he just took over each game. They were the team that knocked the Broncos out that season too. And he just took over each game as an individual scorer and really just won the championship for New Mexico. So having momentum and having confidence in where your game is at this point in the season is pretty big. And I think the Broncos are as confident as any team in the conference right now, and they're the hottest team.
Well, hey, we appreciate it, man. Safe travels back to Boise, and we will see you in Las Vegas, man.
I like it.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. There he is, the great Abe Jackson. Hey, Idaho Central Credit Union. We appreciate Idaho Central Credit Union, ICCU.com. There's a branch pretty much on every corner, but the easiest, obviously, is that mobile e-branch online banking right there in your smartphone. Idaho Central Credit Union. Check it out online, ICCU.com. Join myself, join Mike Prater, join Jay Tuss, join everybody that has made the switch and realized how smart they were for making the switch to Idaho Central Credit Union. Hey, the Blue and Orange Store has your gear. Boise State gear, the best prices, the best selection. The Blue and Orange Store. Check them out online, theblueandorangestore.com. The Blue and Orange Store, blueandorangestore.com. Whether it's jerseys, bumper stickers, car flags, they got you covered. All different kinds of options at the Blue and Orange Store online. Again, the online at theblueandorangestore.com or the Boise Town Square Mall location or the Allen Noble Hall of Fame location is a great one there as well. Matt Bowsher, Bowsher Real Estate. We're going to pick our Matt Bowsher player of the game, and I hate to do it for a second straight game, but I think we got to give it to Drew Fielder. He did it again. I mean, 23 points, 10 of 15 from the field, hit a three-pointer, had 6 rebounds, had an assist, 28 minutes. Drew Fielder, I got to give him our player of the game. Dylan Andrews was a close second, but I'm going to give it to Drew Fielder. Matt Bowsher, Bowsher Real Estate, number 1 ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley is Matt Bowsher and Bowsher Real Estate. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, you can do it with our friend Matt Bowsher. Again, BowsherRealEstate.com. And the reason I'm going to give it to Drew Fielder in part is because I'm going to give the Element Fencing defensive player of the game. I think we can give that one to Dylan Andrews. I thought he played really good defense kind of quietly on Rex Steiner. Their guard was 4 of 12 from the field, only 1 of 6 from three-point range, and only 6 of 20 was Colorado State from 3, and that was with them hitting a couple late. So I think the guards did a good job not giving up much from the three-point line. Dylan Andrews was a big part of that. We're going to give Dylan Andrews our defensive player of the game from Element Fencing. Element Fencing, decks, pergolas, fences, cedar, wrought iron, vinyl. They can do it all, whether it's Brady or anyone in his staff. They're ready to help you. 25 plus years in the fencing company, and they can help you build your perfect project from the ground up. Check them out at Element Fencing, elementfencing.com. Hey, Signature Roofing, you need a new roof? They got you covered at Signature Roofing, online at mysignatureroofing.com. Whether it's a re-roof, a repair, an estimate, or an inspection, they got you covered online. Signature Roofing, mysignatureroofing.com. And you can leave us a voicemail there on the Signature Roofing voice inbox. Also want to thank Ridley's Family Markets, shopridleys.com. Check out Ridley's Family Markets, shopridleys.com. And you can want to go to one of the 13 Idaho locations. You can find one near you at shopridleys.com. Ropaint.com, 20% off that winter painting project. Ropaint.com, check them out, roepaint.com. Whether it's interior, exterior painting, concrete coatings, they got you covered at ropaint.com. And if you need a new job, how about the trucking industry? They can help you as well. Transportation Compliance Service. Get into the trucking industry, all the paperwork and things you need. They can help you out at Transportation Compliance Service, online at transcompservice.com. Transportation Compliance Service, one of our many great sponsors. Don't forget, guys, coming up after the final game tonight, another night in the Mountain West with Tom Moser. That'll be the Air Force Nevada game. It starts at 8 o'clock Mountain Time. It'll be over about 10 o'clock Mountain Time, and you'll have our man Tom Moser breaking down all the action today. That includes the 94-90 win for Utah State over New Mexico. Wyoming is up on San Jose right now, 88-76 with about a minute to go, and obviously the Boise State game as well. So Tom Moser will have you covered. Another night in the Mountain West coming up tonight after the final game, and then don't forget Monday. Another night in the Mountain West, special Monday edition that is coming up Monday at 8 o'clock to preview the conference tournament. We're going to have Dan Dickow on. We're going to have some other guests and folks as well. So I think Kevin Sweeney from Sports Illustrated. So that'll be Monday night at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Let's see if we got a few more comments in here. I do have to get going to the airport to head back to let's see, Carson Piermichael, I guess they called him that. If he wins the Mountain West tournament, would it be considered his best coaching performance ever? I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see on that. We'd have to see on that. But certainly to get this team to 20 wins, he deserves a lot of credit. Let's see. Broadcast was a joke. Thing that's helping this team crushing the boards. Yeah, the boards were huge. A lot of bad camera angles, it looks like. All right, defense and rebounding. Yep, 20-win season. 20-win season for Boise State. Super impressive for the Broncos tonight. And they are heading to Vegas feeling good. 5 games in a row, 20 wins on the season. Leon Rice's 13th 20-win season out of 16. And the Broncos now will rest up and get ready, and they'll play in the all things looking like it's going to be not official yet. We'll see what happens with the Nevada Air Force game, but we're looking at Boise State and San Jose State in the fourth game of the day on Wednesday night. That'll start about 9:30 p.m. back in Boise on Wednesday in the final quarterfinal round of the day. But again, 23 points from Drew Fielder, 6 rebounds. You had 11 points, 7 rebounds from Andrew Meadow. RJ Keene, 7 points, hit 2 big threes and had 5 rebounds. You had 19 points, 4 rebounds and 3 assists for Dylan Andrews, hit all 6 of his free throws. And then Dominic Parolin had 7 points as well. Boise State shoots 51% from the field. They go 6 of 19, 31.6% from three-point range. But they do have 20 of 25 from the free throw line, 80%. And as we said, they had a 37-21 edge on the glass. They had 13 offensive rebounds, which they turned into a 19-7 advantage on the glass. 28 points in the paint, 14 points from their bench, and only 6 assists, I guess, if you want to find something. But I still felt the ball movement was pretty good. But again, Boise State led for about 38 minutes. And in the end, it's their 5th win in a row. The Broncos head into the conference tournament with a lot of confidence. That'll do it for the Jacksons Postgame Show. The media behind me wants to start writing and not have me bother them, so I'm going to get off here, and I've got to get back to the airport as well. So appreciate you guys for watching. Go subscribe to BroncoNationNews.com. We're going to have all kinds of coverage coming to BroncoNationNews.com. 50% off right now, our annual subscription, 50% off. You can subscribe at BroncoNationNews.com. You can tell your friends, and at least give us a like and a subscription on this YouTube channel on your way out the door here. We'd appreciate that as well. But nice win for Boise State. The Sun Cruiser Studios, the mobile studios here at Moby Arena, go pick up a Sun Cruiser this weekend, and perfect time to enjoy and celebrate the win tonight for Boise State. And Sun Cruiser can help you do that. And again, Lithia Ford of Boise. I mentioned on the pregame show, my buddy Thad Oldridge bought a car. He texted me during the game, and he went back and bought another one for his wife today. So 2 cars in 2 days from Lithia Ford of Boise from Thad Oldridge. So see if you can top that. But if you're looking for a newer pre-owned vehicle, head out to Lithia Ford of Boise, lithiafordboise.com. And of course, Jacksons, they got the 75 points tonight, folks. So you get your 75-cent fountain drink on Monday from our friends at Jacksons. 75 points gets you 75 cents. So on Monday, 2 days after the game, just get your type in your number there on the Let's Go Rewards, and you'll get any size fountain drink for 75 cents. Appreciate you guys. Glad to be here. BNN, the only local outlet other than Bob and Abe on the radio side that made the trip to Fort Collins. Hopefully you'll return the favor and subscribe at BroncoNationNews.com. We'll get our post-game coverage, all the interviews and everything posted there this evening. We'll get back to Boise, and we'll talk to you Monday morning before we head to Vegas to get you set for the conference tournament. Again, the final score, Boise State 78, Colorado State 67, 5 wins in a row. Your Broncos are rolling into the conference tournament as the hottest team in the conference. They've got 20 wins for the 5th season in a row. And enjoy this, folks. It's been a fun 2-week stretch here. We'll see if they can keep going in Las Vegas. My name is BJ Rains. Go check out Bronco Nation News online at BroncoNationNews.com. Signing off from Moby Arena in Fort Collins. Take care.